Hey, I'm back. Uh, Today I thought I'd talk about another one of my favorite fairy tales, just because I want to. Um, it's Stone Soup. Um, I've heard two versions of this, but it's pretty much the same. Just who's actually exactly the players in it has changed the versions I've heard. I'll go with the one I know the best. It's about three soldiers who are coming home, and they're kind of like they're tired. Yeah, they just come back from battle, so they're tired. They just want to go home, and of course, it's the day before any type of real transportation besides your own feet or the back of a horse or donkey. So, anyway, they're walking along, and they're still miles and miles and miles, like kilometers, or whatever. They're far from home. They still got days to go. Well, they come across this village in their homeland, and the village is like having a festival, but they don't want to share it with outsiders. So as soon as someone says, people are approaching, three soldiers are approaching, they shut everything down, they try to pick up everything, of course. When you're rushing picking up everything, you forget something. As the soldiers come in, they're saying something like, "Oh, where is me? We have nothing to spare, nothing, we can barely get by," of course. They're like, "Oh well," but then they see things for like a table with a couple of apples or something. Like, yeah, it's a really crap job they've done of hiding everything their village is doing. And the soldiers are like, we're kind of hungry. What are we going to do there? This village is very clearly not going to share anything with us. And one of the soldiers is like, I got an idea. Just go with me here. And this soldier had out during the travels. I've been just picked up a stone because that's how he's dealing with going back home. He just found this really cool stone, picked it up. He pulls it out of his pack and he goes, excuse me, could I just have a pot of water so I could build a fire to make soup? It's a family recipe. We just want to make some soup. The villager's like, they have nothing to make soup. But hey, it's a pot of water. What's the word? We can spare a pot of water. So they give him a pot of water, and the other two soldiers build up a fire. Of course, they don't understand what's going on, but they're still playing along because they're like, so far this is one of our buddies. We've kept each other's back, so we're gonna keep doing this. So anyway, the soldier with the stone says, "Oh, thank you, thank you." Waits for the water to boil. And people in the village are like, "What?" So, and then they see him, and he's got his stone. It's like, looking at the water. It's like just right. Carefully puts the stone into the water, and the villagers are like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm making my family's recipe, stone soup. Oh, it's so good, so good." I'm like, you can't make soup out of stone. How can you make soup out of stone? And so the villagers are quite curious, and so they watch this soldier. He's stirring the pot and everything. Takes a sip. It's like, not quite there yet. It's like, well, one villager's like, well, what is it missing? It's like, I hate to ask this because I know your village is, going through some hard things, but could you maybe spare a carrot? A carrot would just make this so perfect. And one of us is like, yeah, I can spare a carrot if you let me have a taste of the soup. It's like, oh yeah, no problem, no problem. There's plenty to go around. So villager goes, grabs a couple of carrots, after saying, oh, we have nothing to spare, grabs a couple of carrots. So, one of the soldiers takes the carrots, chops it up, and puts it in the soup. It's because his two buddies are catching on. It's like, I get what you're doing. The villagers have not caught on. So, anyway, yeah, spins around, takes another sip. It's like, not quite there yet. And the villager goes, oh, what's missing? It's like, I hate to ask this, but could you possibly, oh, no. It's like, no, what? It's like, some potatoes? Like, oh, yeah. I can spare some potatoes. So, villager goes get some potatoes and they chop it up, put it in the soup. This goes on, and finally he asks, oh, I hate to ask this, like, do you have some meat? It's like, oh yeah, I have this meat drying, it's perfect, perfect. Goes in, it's venison. because back then that was pretty much the easiest thing to hunt for in case your village didn't have cows or goats. You got medicine. So they go get medicine. They put it all in, and the fly's like, I just need a tinge of this, tinge of that, herbs and spices and all this stuff. So villagers go get this. And finally, after everything's all said and done, this soldier with the stones takes a sip. Perfect, and he ladles it all out. And soldiers eat the best they can. They've had the best meal they've had in ages. After all the war, they're like, we're not eating any of the crud the army's giving us. We're having a good meal. Here you go. So anyway, everyone enjoys the soup and all this stuff, and time the soup's all done, all's eaten, the soldiers are packing up, and the soldier carefully washes off his stone. Bad for the say. One of them just goes, excuse me, but could I have that stone? You thinking the stone's magical? It made this such great soup. Soldier's like, I don't know. The stone's been in my family for years. I'll give you the sack of coins. After claiming property, this villager says, I'll give you the sack of coins for this stone. And the soldier realizing, the army didn't give us much money when we left, so yeah, the sack of coin split between the three of us, just right. He says, oh, I really hate to do this. Like, I'll give you 2 sacks of coins. Like, but it's been my family for generations and generations. It would break my grandmother's heart if I gave this away. And the just said, 3 sacks of coins. And he's like, oh, I hate to do this, but could I see the sacks of coin? Of course, the villager's like, yes, and they didn't expect all the money. It's all good. So the soldier exchanged his stone for 3 sacks of coin. And the soldiers quickly left the village. This village is like, we're gonna become famous for stone soup. So he just remembers that this soldier had taken a pot of water, got it boiling, and put the stone in it. Of course, all the other villagers are waiting, watching. He's like, well, where's the vegetables? Where's the meat? Where's anything? And finally, the soldiers they booked. They know how to retreat. They ran. They were a good 2 villages away before the villagers realized they had been duped. And this villager who bought the stone for 3 sacks of coins was throwing a fit until someone, I can't remember if it was a kid or a very old little lady. It's either a kid or some of them very old, and so just started laughing and said, "Oh, you got what you paid for. You got your stone soup." Of course, the villagers realized, oh, we gave them everything to put in the soup, and they realized they hadn't been duped; they had been tricked into being kind. So yeah, that's why I kind of like stone soup. Is that these soldiers were just going through. They weren't hoping for much from the villagers. They were just maybe hoping for maybe a crust of bread or a hard-boiled egg, something to get them through to the next day. And these villagers at first were like, no, we can't spare anything. We're hoarding our food. And it wasn't because they needed the food, because they were down and out and they were so sick that this was the only way of surviving, is because they just didn't want to share. It's ours. I need it. And these soldiers are like, well, I think they can spare a little bit, And the soldier's like, I think I can trick them. Maybe sharing a little something. So that's, he just happened to have a stone. It's like, stone soup. We'll have stone soup. And so, yeah. Stone soup turned into being a sharing event for everyone. And hopefully the villagers were a little wiser. Hopefully. And the soldiers were a little bit more comfortable when they finally got home, because they had 3 sacks of coins between them. So they were able to be a little bit more comfortable when they returned home to their families, compared to what the army had given them, because back then there wasn't regulated pay. You were just lucky if you got something. So yeah. So that's one of the reasons Stone Soup is a good one, because it teaches you kindness to others, and that if you can share something, share it. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I like it. So, maybe you guys can tell me what fairy tale you like, and maybe we'll just talk about it. Either way, hope you all are doing good emotionally and mentally. And if you can, take a deep breath. Right now, we're having a sunny day today, so maybe I'll go out and have a little sunshine. If you guys can, do it. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.